Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Today I'd like to show you my beauty Kate. Kate rose variety from David Austin, and this is wedding series florists. And yeah, one of the most prominent roses in my garden. I have bought it 3 years ago, even 3.5. And it was blooming already during the first season in my garden. Of course, I was impressed by its photos, how the bucket of this Kate rose is lying on the floor, and it was in such intense color, such fuchsia, the pink raspberry color, that yeah, I just wanted to buy it very right away. And luckily we have this rose pretty popular here in Ukraine, so we have different offering of such rose, of such variety. And yeah, I planted it and already impressed by it during a couple of years. From year to year, bush grows pretty bigger and bigger, pretty generous and generous. But in general, I would not say that rose is so generous as, for example, some other David Austin roses like Mustard Wood, Lady of Shalott, Golden Celebration, etc. But still, it gives pretty lot of flowering. Of course, this is floristic rose, and that means that its life of its separate flower is pretty long. As on the bush, the same in vase, because you can use it not only for adoring in the open ground, but also adoring it in the vase or some floristic compositions. Moreover, if you are some florist and use it for your professional life. I love it because of its fragrance. It has fragrance not so strong, but I have noticed that it depends from maybe weather conditions, or maybe time of blooming, maybe days of blooming each separate flower. But yeah, I have noticed that smell could be more intense or even very light. Yeah, have not noted down exact conditions under which this fragrance changing or varying, but still this will be maybe in the next season, during the next season and next summer, if it comes, and we hope that it will come. Concerning color, it is pretty deep, pretty intense, pretty prominent and noticeable. But for some separate flowers, it can become, after a couple of days of blooming, it can become more light and even creamy, rosy, something like that. I think and I guess that this variety requires good soils, rich soils, and good treatment by different minerals and this main micro and macro elements. It's pretty easy in caring, pretty easy in pruning in general, and bush it does not require any support. It supports itself, and it can every branch it ends in clusters, mostly in clusters up to 3 flowers or buds, then became flowers. But there may be some branches with even richer and bigger clusters of the flowers. In general, my estimation and my impressions about this variety is high. Also, I have noticed that according to some feedback from our Ukrainian rose lovers and rose growers, they estimated this variety as pretty resistant to diseases. In my garden, it was, in previous season, I also noticed that it is good. It could be infected by black spot, but not very severe. But this year it was an completely different year in respect to diseases and to its resistance. It was under the severe mildew and then under the black spot. So its branches were completely leafless. And of course, this is not good sign. This is not good view of the bush with branches without any leaves. Not sure why, but yeah, for this season I use bio treatment, not chemicals yet, but biological different treatment against diseases, and maybe they not work well for some of the varieties which are not so resistant to diseases itself. So it's definitely better to select varieties which have good resistance to main rose diseases, and this will be good. I have not noticed any influence of the sun, of the heat, of the sunny and very heat periods to this rose, but I noticed some influence of the long-lasting humidity. It does not bowl, no, it does not tend to bowl its flowers. It does not rotten, but it loses its floristics, characteristics, loses its beauty pretty quicker than in the weather without long-lasting humidity. So I would say that it depends. It can be that wave will be blooming under the perfect weather conditions, but then it changes to humidity, long-lasting rains, and yeah, you will not see it in its full potential and full floristics and full beauty. But in general, I would recommend this rose. As of me, it could be very greatly combined with Constance, another rose from David Austin and Florists or Wedding series. Also, it grows near Jubilee celebration. This is also David Austin rose variety, and I love how they combine. They can combine naturally by crossing their branches, and if they are blooming at the same time, they make very, very eye-catching point. Yeah. Also, I must admit that I love the flower of this variety during the opening phase and maybe first couple of days after it is opened. After the week, or maybe even 5 days, 5+ days, the flower can show their middle, and they are not so attractive to me than at the beginning of the opening. This is according to my taste, of course. So would be interesting about your impressions, whether you have this variety, whether you face this variety, how do you love it or not, whether it's attractive to you. For me, of course, it's attractive in buckets. I have seen a couple of photos from our other Ukrainian rose breeders and lovers, and they make buckets from this variety, and they are, of course, impressive. Yeah, would be grateful for your comments, for the activity under the video. Take care, and till the next video. Bye.